Nokne warriors, and welcome to another episode in the Romulan story arc called Web Access.
We've received another anonymous message. This time, it's about something going on in one of the old cave systems. Check it out, and report back to me personally. As always, this information is classified.
Understood.
Greetings.
The Tal Shiar aren't our biggest problem, as you've probably seen. Tholians are interested in this planet too. Go to the cave entrance in the smaller crater in the forest, find the Tholian console, use these codes. They have to work, they have to.
Personal shield losing power.
I'm very glad you could take time to assist us. We've been having some strange occurrences lately. Noises we can't identify are being heard deep in the caves, and our supplies keep disappearing. One of my scientists volunteered to investigate, and he hasn't returned. Would you be willing to look for him? Any scans you could take when you're in the caves would also be very helpful.
Yes, we will look for him. Looks like a Tholian force field.
I managed
Yep,
to
and
clear
there's a
up some of
Tholian.
the interference. I am detecting Tholian life signs ahead of your coordinates. Please proceed with caution.
The Tholians are flooding this area with a low level of thoron particles. The particles won't harm us in small doses, but it could be an attempt to trick our tricorders. I suggest we stay alert. The Tholians seem to be gathering information on the Daewon ruins. They appear to be especially interested in the relationship between Daewons and the Iconians. Really? It's unusual to see a planet of this type thriving so far underground, Captain. We know that people who once lived on this planet retreated to the caves after some sort of environmental disaster. Perhaps they bioengineered plants that could survive underground as food sources. We're still seeing the results of their experiments thousands of years later. The Tholians seem to collect extensive data about Daewon technology. They seem to be particularly interested in the artifacts related to gateway technology. That's definitely not good. Atholians noted similarities between the Nikoran portals and some of the lost technology here. It seems the Day Ones have fragmentary records of a starfaring race that visited them and walked out of the portals too. So why did the Klingons leave? Maybe something forced them to. This could be useful information. Sir, I'm detecting an unusual energy signature here. It's similar to the rifts on Nukara Prime, but are more stable. We know that the Tholians were trying to harness the rifts as some form of transportation to other dimensions. If I had to guess, I would say it would be a Tholian transporter. Wouldn't want to try it though, no telling where we would end up. Indeed. Captain, the Tholians have several flora samples in quarantine. They may be attempting a small experiment to see if the plan could be made habitable for them without environmental suits. Of course, if the planet is habitable for Tholians, it will be uninhabitable for humanoids. The Tholian access codes look like they give us a tunnel directly into their main system logs. Accessing now, they work. Are you ready to view the logs? Yes, I am. Update begins. Do you wish a verbal briefing? You are 2.3 minutes late with your update. Transmit your report, then proceed. The delay was unavoidable. I've located a source of artifacts, but there were complications. A Romulan scientist discovered my survey team. Has the intruder been neutralized? We are holding him for questioning. The planet holds technology of interest to us. The Azor Nebula provides a convenient access point to the subspace tunnels so we can send ships to your location. Find the technology, determine its origin. We do not want to repeat the situation on Nukara Prime. Understood, the Romulans and their allies may prove troublesome. They are expanding their explorations of the ancient colony world in areas of interest to us. They are mammals and easily distracted. We will send a strike force to their space station. This will draw the one known as Obasek and his allies away from your survey teams. The Romulans are a threat to our operation. There's a possibility that they will discover or destroy artifacts before we recover them. Eliminate the threat. Recover the artifacts. Interesting. Wait, does that mean the Tholians' attack and the vault is nothing more than a distraction? Also, why are those artifacts so important? Preparing to transmit the recording to command now. Keep this information confidential. Obviously, there's a lot going on with the history of this world, far beyond our own arrival. We need to discover its secrets before the Tal Shiar does. Keep exploring. We have multiple teams looking into issues. So far, you've developed our best intelligence.
Congratulations, General.
And now we will do the latest findings. Greetings, General. Datan has formally requested your presence at one of his research facilities in the city of New Romulus. Please report immediately. Thank you. On our way. I assume you're here to attend the meeting with the Tan. Yes, I am.
I'm grateful for all you've done for our colony. We wouldn't be as far along as we are without your assistance. That's why I wanted you here today, to hear for yourself some of what we found. Doctor?
What we found in our archaeological surveys is that the planet was populated long before our people arrived after the Sundering. We've discovered multiple ruins from that time period that correspond to the few historical records we still have. Most of our data from that era was lost with the homeworld.
And the sword?
I'm ready to confirm that the blade found at the battle site is the sword of the Raptor Star. We don't have a visual record of the sword, but the one we have matches written accounts, and a quantum analysis shows signs of masterwork. Something like this could have only been made by Saharian.
We were right to come here. The sword will become a symbol of our reborn civilization. You were saying there was an earlier culture. What do you know about them?
The oldest ruins we found are approximately 150,000 years old, but I suspect that there may be some even older, based on preliminary findings that are still being analyzed. These people were quite advanced. While the oldest ruins show a culture that was defined by its devotion to a series of deities, later they developed technology, art, even spaceflight. Roughly 150,000 years ago, however, there was some sort of worldwide seismic event. Every volcano on the planet erupted, presumably blocking out the sun. Ambient temperatures dropped dramatically. The radiation count spiked. We're still repairing that damage. The survivors of this cataclysm retreated to caves in the warmest areas of the planet, but they died out soon afterward.
And what caused this event?
We're still working on that. We have found a new site deep underground near an active volcano, but there are massive power spikes unrelated to the magma flow. If there is a source of the seismic instability, it should be there. We would have to send down a team to investigate, though, and it is quite dangerous. I wouldn't send anyone down without an environmental suit. I could go myself, but...
I'm not ready to authorize you to do that, Doctor. Our people have too few scientists left. You and your crew are better equipped and trained for something like this. I know I'm asking a great deal, especially after all the help you've given us already. But your being here shows that my people and yours don't have to be adversaries. Not anymore. Not all Romulans think cooperation like this is possible. I do. Are you willing to see it through to the end?
Yes. Looks like it's up to us, sir. We should prepare a full away team for this assignment. I should also note that we've been given permission to view the security footage from that presentation. Just return to this location, ask one of the security officers, shall we file a report? Yes. Thank you, warriors, for watching, and we will see you again soon.